Horses Limited was built around the premise that anyone that has the desire to ride a horse in whatever capacity has the right to pursue that desire. And it shouldn't be based on their physical ability, their financial status, their doctor's permission, or any other factor. Some therapists came to us and said, there is no therapeutic riding in our community. We desperately need it, we desperately want it. You have the horses, the volunteers, and the staff to do it. Will you add this to your program? And so we started sort of a networking program where therapists were bringing their clients and doing their therapy here. And just in the first 3 months, the success was so phenomenal that we had to go from 1 day a week to 3 days a week.
Kendall, with her movements, we have had her in therapy for a week since she was 1 year to 8, almost 9 years old. And Horses in 1 year has done more for her with her body pattern movements than it has in the 8 years that we had her in therapy. She's thrilled to get out of the car. She's thrilled to see this horse. She works hard. And this does more for her by changing her patterns than the therapies did, and it works.
The orthopedist at OHSU now, once he found out that when she was doing the horse therapy, he said, wonderful, because there's not a lot of people that can get out there and be able to do it that's with his kids, but he says, great, and I've taken him pictures. I think he even has a few pictures of her riding in her file because they know what it can do. Because she's stiff with her CP, she's spastic, so she's stiffer and has these movements that make the contractures and make her tight. Then the relaxation with the horse sets in. For about 2 days afterwards, after we get home, then she's basically like Jell-O. You know, her muscles are so nice and so relaxed.
The equine assisted therapy's helped her quite a bit since we started it when she turned at age 2. Within 6 months she was walking. Helped her with her trunk strength quite a bit. Leg strength changed significantly. Her sense of balance really changed quite dramatically.
Our therapy program is a lot of things in the arena. Kids do different physical and mental activities that involve the motion of the horse and the warmth and the whole sensory input that the horse has to offer. But in order to do that, the horse has to walk exactly at the speed he's being asked, exactly in the way he's being asked.
This outfit breaks things down in small enough chunks so that they can have a series of successes, you know, instead of failures.
She's happy, she's excited. They encourage her, and our biggest thing is high self-esteem for her. And they give her lots of praise.
Yay! Good job!
I've seen results, whereas some of the, the high-powered doctors recommend this and that. She's had Botox injections to kind of relieve the spasticity, and to our knowledge, I don't think any of those have worked, but put her on a horse and she just kind of mellows out and just has a good time, so it's a highlight for her.
I just thought they turned the lights on in the arena when she smiled.
The feeling that they have for the horses is such, they just become so connected. They really love the horses.
When Horses Limited was created, the one thing that really made it different was that we offer wilderness and scenic rides, mountains, coast, desert, everywhere. And I think our most popular trip is to the coast. There's something magically romantic and just wonderful about riding on the beach with the wind in your hair and the gulls crying overhead. And I think anybody who's ever been a horse lover at any level has sort of this fantasy of doing that. Some of my short-term and long-term goals are that we wouldn't have to worry about things like waiting lists or being able to hire enough staff that we could serve all the people who want or need to ride.
When you see a child who has never sat up before, sit up, or child that has never been able to walk, or even talk. It is an unbelievable feeling of joy. And I think anybody that experienced watching the brightness of the smiles of these children when they participate, and some of them are so severely handicapped, they don't even know what they're doing, but they love it. And for that reason alone, it's worth doing.
Every time I saw someone riding it, it looked fun. So now I have the opportunity.
That's what we do. We have fun. No big deal. We just have fun.
Their dedication to the program over the years has definitely touched our hearts. We have a strong belief in contributing back to our community, and there's no better way to do it than through children and through a program like this. And we're just fortunate to have the facility available. What, of course, we need is funds to sustain the program. So primarily, I want a lot of people to know that this program exists and the contributions it makes to children, and how desperately we really do need funding to maintain that.
You can see it in their eyes. I mean, when they're laughing and smiling, it puts the world in perspective.